So question 10 says use synthetic division to determine whether x minus 2 is a factor of 8x cubed minus 22x squared minus 13x plus 86. So synthetic division we can use if our divisor is in the form of this x minus r kind of concept. So if the divisor is the form of x minus r, we want to use we have a r. If we have x plus r, we want to use what's called the opposite of r. If a term is missing, we want to use 0 as a placeholder. So the way synthetic division works is if we have this x minus 2, r is going to actually equal 2. So when we use synthetic division, this 2 comes out in front, and we use this like a little box off thing, a backwards L, if you will. We're going to kind of partition them off that way. So that x minus 2, the 2 is the part on the outside, just like our divisor is. So instead of using an x minus 2, we're just going to use this 2 here. And instead of writing all this out here, we're just going to use the coefficients. So we have 8x cubed, we're just going to use the coefficient of 8. And then negative 22 is the next coefficient. And then negative 13. And then the 86. So what I did is I leave myself a little bit of room, and I draw like a little line here to kind of total it. When we total, though, what happens is this 8 just drops down automatically to start with. So the 8 just drops down. And then to make the math work, we multiply the 2 times the 8, and this gives us the 16. And we put that in the next spot. And then we add a negative 22 and a 16, which is a negative 6. Let me double check myself there. Negative 22 plus 6, 16, I should say. That does give me a negative 6. And then we do the process again. So what's below the line, we're going to multiply. So 2 times the negative 6 is going to be the negative 12. And then we add the negative 13 and the negative 12 is going to give me a negative 25. And then if we multiply, again, the 2 times the negative 25, that gives me this negative 50. Then if we add, that's going to give me a 36. So this last part, we kind of partitioned off because that's going to be my remainder. If I double check it, though, 86 minus 50, since the signs are different, that's subtraction, do get 36. So my remainder is 36. So that tells me that x minus 2 is not a factor. So that would be a no. So what happens is this is actually my quotient. And notice how this was a degree 3. My quotient is going to actually be 8x squared minus the 6x minus the 25 would actually be my quotient. But since there's a remainder, there would be a remainder of 36. So what happens is synthetic division will start to replace what we call long division. We also could double check ourselves because we also have the remainder theorem. So if I wanted to verify that I did this correctly, I could also do f of 2. So if I evaluate f of 2, I should get a remainder of the same thing. So I have 8, and then we have 2 to the third power minus 22 times 2 to the second power minus 13 times 2 plus 86. So if I do that math on the calculator, we have 8 in parentheses 2 cubed minus 22 times 2 minus 13 times 2 plus 86. And we get a remainder of 80, not a remainder of 36. So let's see if I did something wrong there. 8 times 2 cubed. I should add 22 times 2 squared there. So I missed that up there. So copy that and come back over here. See if I can insert a 2 in the right spot there. Oh, that'll actually work though. It should be on the outside, but that's going to give us the same answer because 2 squared is still going to be 4. So that should still work. And we do get a remainder of 36. So I just missed that power of 2 there. All righty. Now, if we wanted to, we could do long division, but I think I've done long division enough at this point. So we'll leave that out at this point. But if we did long division, we should also get we should have a quotient of 8x squared minus 6x minus 25, and we should get a remainder of 36 if we did long division.